Across the EU space, the safety of dissidents, asylum seekers, and human rights defenders is now under threat. The very credibility of the EU asylum systems and the integrity of the EU's human rights commitments are being tested by this trend of transnational repression. It is therefore important to understand how transnational repression works, because it does not only affect victims and goes beyond the victims to, as I said, test the international legal order itself. We found that transnational repression by Algeria consists of several tactics. There is the surveillance of activists abroad. There is the prosecution of activists in absentia while they are residing elsewhere, as well as their imprisonment and torture upon their return to their home country and forced return to the home country, usually. We also found that many third-party states were complicit in those violations through active security coordination with Algeria or implementation of unlawful international arrest warrants and extradition requests. Transnational repression also encompasses other tactics that the Algerian authorities exercise against activist families inside Algeria as a retaliation or pressure to force them to end their activism. Transnational repression, in our view, serves a dual political function. Domestically, it reinforces authoritarian control by sending a chilling message to dissidents that there is no safe haven for them, and silences critics through fear, no matter where they live. But internationally, and this is where Europe must be concerned, it operates as a bold challenge to the host countries themselves. It tests their capacity to defend the rights of all people and could expose the fragility of the legal systems. Transnational repression reveals a bigger picture. There is a world order in crisis. What Algerian and others and other authorities across the MENA region are doing is more than censorship. It's authoritarian internationalism, the extension of domestic repression into foreign jurisdictions. And this thrives in a moment of global double standards. While democratic states invoke human rights in some contexts, they ignore or enable grave abuses elsewhere, the case in point being the genocide in Gaza. And this inconsistency hollows out the credibility of the entire international legal system. We have several recommendations to make to the EU and to EU member states. The first one is to establish an EU-wide mechanism to centralize reporting, documentation, and response to transnational repression cases in order to enable a better protection and accountability, to reject extradition requests from authoritarian countries that are clearly politically motivated, and to uphold the non-refoulement principle in all removal decisions, as well as apply due diligence when responding to international arrest warrants. It is important for the EU and member states to call for the immediate and unconditional release of human rights defenders, activists, and others detained solely for having peacefully exercised their human rights.